Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Viera-Ramos, and today we're talking about a subject I've had for a long while. So my subject is, why do people turn to Christianity right after hitting rock bottom? And keep in mind, this is universal, celebrities aren't the only ones. So, we all get those times. We all hit rock bottom. A lot of those moments. And for reasons we all have, like external circumstances, loss, or something devastating happened in our lives. And thus after that, we all turn rock bottom. But I've somewhat noticed a pattern in a lot of these people when they hit rock bottom. They turn to Christianity. And yes, as a Christian, you can enjoy the little things, interact, make friends with everyone, pray in the Bible. Read the Bible at night and pray at night. And, of course, that. But I'm going to explain to you, why do people turn to Christianity right after hitting rock bottom. Number 1. The paradox of surrender and control. At rock bottom, a person has usually exhausted every personal resource to fix their situation. And that's when psychological exhaustion kicks in. It sets when an individual realizes that their own willpower, intelligence, or coping mechanisms are no longer enough to manage their life. So, in starters, Christianity offers a framework that reframes this total loss of control not as a failure, but as a necessary starting point. The theological concept of surrender, like admitting defeat, exemplified by the phrase, let go and let God, allows an individual to stop fighting an unwinnable battle against their circumstances, or a losing battle in some people's minds. By admitting helplessness, the psychological burden of carrying the crisis is rather transferred from the individual to a higher power. This provides immediate cognitive and emotional relief. Number 2. A theology built on suffering, or Many secular philosophies and modern cultural narratives treat suffering as an anomaly, a problem to be quickly solved or optimized away. When a person cannot solve their suffering, these narratives can leave them feeling isolated, alone. Christianity, by contrast, is a faith explicitly built around suffering. The suffering deity. The central image of Christianity is the crucifixion. It features a God who experienced physical torture, betrayal, isolation, and unmerited suffering. For someone at rock bottom, this offers a unique form of empathy, a belief that God is not looking down on their path with detachment, but has intimately experienced it. The purpose in pain, though, not to be biased or religiously biased, Christian theology teaches that suffering is not meaningless. It is framed as a crucible for transformation, a means of developing endurance and a pathway to a deeper spiritual reality. This reframing gives meaning to otherwise senseless pain. It numbs the person. Number 3. Structural reconstruction, grace and forgiveness. Rock bottom often involves a heavy burden of guilt, shame, or regret. Whether it's from addiction, failed relationships, financial ruin, moral failures, scandal, controversy, and any other external circumstances. Because with that, human institutions are often transactional. requiring a person to earn their way back into good standing. But the Christian concept of grace breaks this transactional loop. It posits that forgiveness and love are unconditionally given and not earned. The prodigal son. This theme is perfectly captured in the famous biblical parable. The son squanders his entire inheritance, hits absolute rock bottom living in filth, and decides to return home expecting rejection or servitude. Instead, his father runs to meet him, embracing him before the son can even finish his apology. For someone drowning in self-loathing, the promise for a completely clean slate, being born again, provides a powerful psychological exit ramp from shame. It offers a new identity that is completely detached from past mistakes. Number 4, immediate community and social infrastructure. The descent to rock bottom is incredibly lonely. Often, personal relationships have been strained or severed by the time a person reaches their lowest point. Churches function as highly accessible social safety nets. When someone walks into a church at their lowest, they are frequently met with an instant structured community. Support groups like Celebrate Recovery or pastoral counseling, material aid like food pantries, assistant programs, and other benefits, and a built-in network of people instructed by their faith to welcome the broken and the shattered. This immediate transition from profound isolation to a welcoming communal infrastructure provides a powerful stabilizing force when everything else is very chaotic. And then, number 5, the need for absolute truth and order. Chaos is a defining characteristic of hitting rock bottom. When a person's subjective values and shifting moral boundaries have led them to a crisis, the desire for absolute, unyielding structure becomes incredibly attractive. Christianity provides a clear objective network, a defined moral code, an ultimate authority, a clear explanation of why the world is broken, aka sin, and a definitive solution, which is salvation. This replaces the disorienting ambiguity of life with absolute clarity, offering a predictable path forward when every other compass has spun out of control. Ultimately, when people hit rock bottom, there's no other way around that they could fix their lives, and Christianity is their way out. Even though it is fine that you are Christian because of curiosity and have good intentions, ultimately, it's inevitable that not every Christian is going to have that intention. Some bad faith will turn to Christianity out of a lot of things. Desperation, profit, and any other motive that is selfish to that bad faith person. This is not saying not all Christians are bad. There's good people there. It's just some make Christianity look bad in comparison. So, remember, enjoy your life as a Christian. Enjoy the little things. Learn with the Holy Father. Make some friends. Read the Bible at night. Pray at night. And don't listen to those bad faith Christians. Some bad faith. That's my advice. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe.